Hey, and how's it going? My name's Jonah. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Pennsylvania, and this is my 1966 Dodge Polara. It's a four-door sedan with a 383 and a 727 Power Glide transmission. Just recently got the transmission rebuilt. It had a lot of problems, had a cracked valve body, so got it fixed up good, and that's really the only big thing I've had to do to the car. Also, it has a 720, or not a 727, 323 Sure Grip rear end. I've owned the car for a little over 2 months now. Found it for sale on the old Face Space Marketplace. It was about 100 miles away from me, running off a jerry can in the passenger seat and having really old original radial tires on it. Or I shouldn't say original, but this car would have had bias plies for sure, but had some really old radials on it from Sears. As you can hear, she's got a little bit of a miss. Number 7 has lower compression than the rest. I think I need to do a valve job on it, but it's still I still drive it. It's not bad the way it is. It's a good car. Definitely gonna get the valves done in the winter though. There's the old power plant there, 383 2-barrel with a gigantic air cleaner. She makes pretty good power. It's pretty gutsy. As far as engine-wise, plug wires, valve cover gaskets, belts. Just did the fuel filter about 2 hours ago. Just little other odds and ends. Change the oil, of course, different things like that. I got a thermostat coming for it. Radiator hoses, gonna do those next. New master cylinder. Went through the brake system. I went through the fuel system. Ignore the ricers. There's a lot of them around here. Yeah, just been cleaning it up a bit. Aftermarket AC. It's a Mark IV unit. I want to say it was installed in the 70s. She's got new headlights. Tires are new. She's got nice little 14-inch wheels. I got the chocks there, the good old wheel chocks, just for safety. I'm still doing some tinkering with it. I was just fixing up the brakes. I gotta get new brake cables for the parking brake. I put POR 15 in the trunk. We're gonna get speckling for it. All the floors are solid. Trunk's solid. It's really quite a solid car. The only real bad rust is a little bit on the quarters on either side. You can kind of see down there. And then we got some little speed holes and some weight reduction right here that the previous owner duct taped. And really, if you're seeing this thing coming down the road, you cannot tell the fender's been patched. Of course, it does kind of flap around in the wind. The rest of the fender's fine, so I think I can patch it up all right. Interior, there's not much to see in here. I need to get the seat recovered. It has Hyundai Sonata floor mats from a old Enduro car that me and my buddies made. Showing 85,000 miles, and I believe that's factory because it's got it had the original brake shoes on the rear. I replaced those. There's the giant old air conditioning unit, and it does work, and it does blow cold. There we go. Somebody put an 8-track radio in it. I'd say that was probably back in the 70s. Somebody put a compass in it, and it does kind of work. It's a little wonky. Everything works in the car. There is a blown fuse in the cigarette lighter. I got to fix that. I got like all the receipts for it. Here's a manual. This is not from the car. I got this off of eBay. This actually came from California. Kind of a neat manual to have. I also have the Certicard for this car too. It's underneath the hood and a little holder there. I gotta get the little lens for that too, but just a couple of odds and ends in the interior. The cranks work, crank windows, the crank vent windows work really nice. It looks like a cop car. Everybody that sees this car tells me I should put a police light on it. And I might put like a nice little portable one just to plug in the cigarette lighter. But she drives really nice. It's a really great car. I just always wanted a classic car. My dad's got this Fox body Mustang, and before that he had a Trans Am, and I always wanted my own. I have a thing for old Mopars, especially the big old Mopars. I don't know why. I like the C bodies, and I really like the slant 6. Of course, this isn't a slant 6, but I love the big blocks too. I was actually initially looking for a slant 6 car, but found this, so that's good. Yeah, see, we got some more speed holes here, but it's a pretty solid old car. I have not done anything to modify it. The only thing I guess would be considered a modification would be the floor mats that I put in it, and then the previous owners, whoever it was, I want to say is the original owner, got that air conditioning unit installed by Mark IV, and then that compass, and then the radio. It's got an old parking tag from the GE train plant in Erie, which is now owned by Wabtec. I thought that was kind of neat having that tag there. That's going to stay there as long as I have the car. I want to keep it for as long as I can. Forever, if that be. I love this car. But yeah, thanks for viewing my submission here. Again, my name's Jonah. I'm 20 years old. I go to Edinburgh University. I just really like cars. And yeah, thank you. And God bless.